Does this policy have cash value? Have you heard this like a million times from consumers? If you sell life insurance, it's going to come out. This objection is all there. They're going to say, does this policy have cash value? And what do we normally say as agents? We say something that hurts us. Oh, sure it does. Yeah. We start saying things immediately out of our mouth, and we don't get the results we want, because what is taking place is you're putting your finger in a hinge, and you've got a 50-50 chance of getting this right. Maybe they don't want cash value. Maybe they just want a term policy. Maybe they don't know the difference. But when they ask this question, I'm going to give you everything you need to know to smoothly get through this objection, overcome it with grace. So let's get after this question. Does this policy have cash value? This is the very question they're going to ask. Don't say the wrong things. So many agents just answer a one word. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Don't do this. All right? You've got to help them, but it'll hurt you if you just say the first thing that comes out of your mouth. Don't do that if you want to make the money. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to understand context. What does the client want of us? This is about them, not us, and us salesmen can be kind of guilty sometimes of just saying whatever comes into our mouth, okay? I've been victim of this too, especially in my career. So first off, context is very, very important. We have to have context before we continue. We need to know some deeper things about this objection to dynamically overcome it. We want to help them for sure, but a lot of times we hurt ourselves big time because we give a hurried response. So I'm going to help you attack this objection in amazing ways. We're going to find out what is the context, what is behind this question from them. So what we've got to do is immediately, instead of saying the first thing that comes out of our mouth, we need to affirm them. Let them know that it's okay. This creates space. They're saying something to you. You need to create space and just back up. Take a deep breath. Get some context so you can compose yourself instead of just speaking the first thing that comes into our mind. So to create this space that you need, the actual space, is you need to affirm them. That is going to be said by, that's a great question, Jason. Ask immediately this affirmation so you give yourself the space that you need to overcome this very objection. Does this policy have cash value? It's kind of this pointed finger question, and normally we just pop off with yes or no. Don't do this. Affirm it right away. If you want to get through this objection, the first thing you do is actually create space by saying, that's a great question, Jason. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is we need to affirm. Affirm disarms what they're saying here. You want to be successful, you've got to disarm what's going on. And sometimes you don't even realize you're stepping on it by saying whatever comes into our mind. So we've got to be ready, we've got to be prepared and polished for this objection, because it will come up. So number one, we have to affirm. We've got to create that space. That's going to happen by saying, that's a great question, Jason. The first thing is affirm them. That will create the space. Number two in this objection that will help you is you've got to get into a place that you ask permission. Ask permission so that you can move forward. You want to find success, affirm. Oh, that's a great question, Jason. Now, if you don't mind, this is permission. This works with our kids. This works right here with an objection. This is going to disarm them and allow you to keep moving forward in the conversation. So many conversations get cut short because you're given this answer that's one word, yes, no. That's not what they want when you're handling objections. They want to be heard. So the first thing you need to do is affirm. Affirm when you're handling this right here. And I'm going to give you the insanely easy way to overcome this with grace. It'll get you what you want. All right, so ask permission. The next thing you're going to say is, now if you don't mind me asking. That's the next part in us handling this so that you can help them. This is about helping the consumer, and you can't help them if you don't understand the context or the framing that the client wants from this policy. We've got to reframe some things and ask one thing, and that is permission. Now what we're going to do is we are going to ask a question, okay? We're going to ask a question here. This question is going to control the call. If you're in telesales, if you're in face-to-face sales, you understand if you control the call, you're going to do it through a question. A question. Very, very simple way to overcome this. Get what you want. What you're going to say to handle this with grace is, oh, that's a great question, Jason. Now, if you don't mind me asking, permission allowing you to proceed, is cash value something that's important to you? This is the easiest objection to ever handle, because when you just spit out the first thing that you say, it will nail you in the hinges of you trying to help this consumer, because you get caught because you didn't ask a couple simple little things right here. You need to affirm. Affirm. It creates space so you know what to say. So you're going to immediately go, that's a great question, Jason. Create that space so that your mind knows the next thing to say out of your mouth. You've got to practice this. You've got to drill it. You've got to rehearse it. But this works when they say, does this policy have cash value? Don't get caught here. Don't do it. Welcome to Sunday Objection School. I hope you like this, but you've got to affirm it. Immediately go, that's a great question, Jason. Now ask permission. Now, if you don't mind me asking, is cash value something that's important to you? Boom. Ask a question. It'll control the call. It'll help you make the money. Because if you're a final expense agent, you can sell term, you can sell life, you can sell universal life policies. It'll help you become more profitable because you've dug down to the true core of what's causing this objection to come up and be a pain in your profitability, my friends. So don't just spit out the first thing that comes out of your mouth with this objection. When they say, does this policy have cash value? Do not say no. Do not say yes. You've got to get to the bottom of what they want. This is about them. This isn't about you or me. We've got to get out of the way. So remember, affirm, affirm, affirm by going, oh, that's a great question, Jason. Now, ask permission. Now, if you don't mind me asking, is cash value something that's important to you? Reword the question. It'll get you what you want, which is what they want. They're going to say maybe, no, cash value is not important to me. If that's the case, now you can move to another policy and help them with what they want. You'll make more wealth when you get to the bottom of what they desire. And saying one-word answers like, does your policy have cash value? No. Does your policy have cash value? Yes. That will not get you your yes, which is helping them, serving them, protecting and guarding their families. You're going to make their lives so much better by being a better question asker, because questions control the call. You're going to be a better person at affirmation because it'll actually move you into a place that you've got some space so that you know what to say next, which is permission, permission, permission. It'll help you proceed. Ask a simple question and it's going to be sincere, but you've got to practice this. So affirm them right away. That's a great question. Nobody's going to object to that. And then go, now if you don't mind me asking, and then go right here. Is cash value something that's important to you? This is going to help you, my friends, with profitability, I hope. So I hope you enjoy Sunday Objection School with Jason. I'm getting ready to head out the door with my beautiful family. If I can serve you in any way, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. If you've got another objection that you would like me to take up for you in our next Sunday Objection School class, SOS, put it in the comments. I will help. Hope you have a great day. Have a better tomorrow. Get ready for Monday. It's a coming. I appreciate you, my friends. We'll see you soon.